everyone, I hope you're doing well. In today's YouTube video we've got a special train on the channel today. It is the Intercity APT and we are going to be trialing it out today in the just learning how to drive it basically. So let's go into the introduction. Good evening and welcome to this APTP test run. On this run we will be going between Preston and Lancaster to get you familiar with some of the APT control systems for the cold startup. Procedure: you should revert to the manual. One manual. Right, so I know what we have to do. I think, if I remember correctly, it's Shift W. Okay, Shift W is not doing anything, so the master key. Shift B. Yeah, so essentially what it is saying. So we put this into Oxy. We press the Q button. We press this. We put this off. Press E. Yeah, now the speed, the startup speed reduction is there. We open the doors. We let the lovely passengers on. We got ourselves familiarized with the APT and what a beautiful train it was, and why did they not continue it, I do not know. But I'm sure then we wouldn't have got trains such as the Class 91. Oh dear. Yeah, that is, okay, we have a bit of a bug here. Yeah. We wouldn't have got trains such as the Class 91. So we are very lucky in this aspect that we did get the Class 91, but the APT is the train that stores the technology to tilt. The tilting mechanic. Well, the tilting came from this train. We developed the tilting program. We developed the engineering behind it. And then we sold the technology to that one Italian company that made the 390 Pandalina. So, yeah, we got it sold back to us. But I presume at the time there was a reason why they wanted the pantograph to be separated from the passenger bit of the train. So that's why it is here in the middle, which is where all the components are for the engine and everything, but they won't let us see into it. Okay, as a matter of fact the whole train's a bit buggy, but you know, this is the interior of the APT, and what a beautiful model it is. It's kind of crazy that it's a Ductile Games model. They put so much love and effort into this model. We've got the right of way from the conductor. It is time to get moving. Move the reverser to forward position. Move the brake handle to the running position and start applying power by gradually bringing up the power handle towards you. Start by following the speed limits out of the station and obey the speed limit signs until the CAPT system takes over. The current speed limit is 35 miles per hour, which will increase to 80 in a little while. So we put the emergency to running, we put the Oxy to forward, and we put full throttle ahead. Now we should be moving. Right. One more thing. There we go. Come on. There we go. we go. Yep. So this train is a little bit more complex compared to half of the other trains you will drive in this game. It is on the harder difficulty to drive. Well, that's if you don't learn how to drive it. You learn how to drive it, you can't go wrong. And there's so much more detail. There's the cab light, we need that on, yeah. We can put the instruments lights on. Be easier to read. I'm gonna put it into notch 1 now. Such a beautiful train. Man, they pulled this thing faster than you could say go. They had problems with the development of the train in the earlier, you know, kind of was too wobbly for the passengers, was making everyone get motion sickness and throwing up and puking everywhere. So that had to be fixed. We are clear for liftoff. Full speed ahead. So yeah, this thing had a lot of problems, but they kind of scrapped it. They said it was too much, so they decided to scrap it. It's kind of sad. It's, you know, okay. The single beep indicates that the computer, I think the CAPT speed limit has begun. The current permissible speed limit is shown on the drum display. The CAPT allows the APTP. So if you guys want to know what APT stands for, it's Advanced Passenger Train. So to run at speed significantly higher than the already. Okay, so CAPT allows us to run at 155 miles per hour, whereas, as you guys know, our trains in today in Britain can only go 125 miles per hour. So that's 25, no, that's 30 miles per hour faster than the speed limit that we have today. It's amazing. And the fact that they modeled it in the game tells you that they can actually go through extreme, oh god, we are speeding. Oh no. Typical James. Okay. We've got clearance to go full speed ahead. So we can now go 155 miles an hour. Now, this train was the train to set the speed records. I do believe so. Okay, on approach to the junctions where the APT can be diverted, a J is displayed on the CAPT drum. If the J is illuminated and the APT is being diverted, a speed reduction will likely be shown on speed drum. As the reduction speed is announced, the CAPT alarm will begin to sound. This must be acknowledged with the E key. So that's the pedal, basically. Or the yellow reset button. You must then begin to reduce speed to the approaching limit. On arrival at the new limit, the white speed limits beginning lights on the desk will illuminate briefly, indicating the new limit has begun. After passing over the diverging junction, the J on the CAPT drum will be removed by another track magnet. In this case, we are not expecting to deliver and diverted, and as such the J will appear. However, no speed restriction will be posted and as such we may ignore it. Such brilliant engineering. We built a train that could go 160 miles per hour and we scrapped it. What we should have been doing is building more tracks and adapting, just like France, just like Germany, just like other places in the world that have high-speed railway. So we are going to hit, I do believe we will hit 155 miles an hour before we have to slow down. So that's the indication of 125. We're already going way over that. We've had the clearance. Not sure how it's going to take this corner, but we'll find out, shall we? We'll give it a little tilterino. Yeah. Such a beautiful train. Look at how fast we're going. I think this is the fastest train I've driven yet in this game. No, I have driven the ICEs, but they're nowhere near. Because, I don't know, maybe they are, but I just don't feel it. It's really quite extraordinary how it's tilted like this. You know, it's really quite extraordinary. One thing to note about the CAPT is that it does not give a reduced speed display for advanced signals. Upon sighting an advanced signal, the driver must reduce the speed as per normal and ignore the CAPT limits. The AWS will also sound, which must be acknowledged with the Q key or the blue reset button. It should be noted the Advanced Passenger Train program has very powerful brakes which allows it to stop within the standard signaling distances for increased line speeds. So we are currently going 155 almost, so we'll get there in a second. I'll have to put it down again because even though it's limited at the speed top, it's not got a speed limiter, or I don't know how to set the speed limiter, so it's something to do manually. Quite a fast train. 200 meters. Going so fast. Incredible how fast we're going. wish that we would have something like this. The problem is that there's too much traffic on the tracks. These tracks, so tracks that are 2 should be 4 and 4 should be however long they should be, and there's a lot of infrastructure that we don't have for this, and I think that's the main reason why they cancelled the project, because they were thinking, well, how do we use something like this on the already existing infrastructure of the railway we have? So which is how it was in real life, and that's due to it not having, it needed more hydraulics or something to balance out the friction. But overall I think this would have been a success had they pursued it more, you know. We are now on the approach to Lancaster. Just before Lancaster, there is a 75 miles per hour speed restriction, a suitable distance before the speed limit. The CAPT will give an audible warning, which must be acknowledged. The new speed will also be displayed on the speed drum, or the speed computer, or the speed display. Why drum? What? Can I tap it? No. On a receipt of the CAPT alarm, the driver must acknowledge the alarm with the E key. Otherwise, the emergency brakes will be applied. The driver must then apply the brakes to reduce the speed before the new limit begins. Step 4 should be adequate in this case. At Lancaster, the AWS alarm may also sound, which must also be cancelled with the E key, or acknowledged by the E key, you should have said. Remember to slow down for the stop at Lancaster, as we are booked to stop there. Okay. And now it's going down in the thing. Alright, well, this is just a 15-minute or so video, maybe it's slightly more longer because we've got to read all the scripts, all the text, all the scripts that we've got. Such wonderful detail in them as well. does take quite a lot of time to slow down. See, now it says 40 limiter. That's the CAPT. Yeah, a bit. Yep. Oh shit. Went slightly over. Ah, it's fine. Yep. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know it's quite short, but yeah, it's nice to nice to have some videos that aren't so long. A train sim also, right? So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. I've been Radon. I'm out. Peace, guys.